Hello everyone, it's Green Hunter and welcome to my reaction / review of Ascendance of Bookworm Season 2, Episode 12. This is the last episode of the season, hopefully not the series, because this series is awesome. And I'm so excited for this episode because it's called A Dreamlike World, and I looked at the synopsis for it, and apparently it's going to be taking us back to that beginning scene of the series where Ferdinand puts a crown on mine and basically allows him to see everything that we've saw as an audience throughout the past 2 seasons. So I just wonder how he will react and how that will affect their relationship going forward. Anyway, let's get on with this and have some fun. I see you redeem yourself. Exactly. He's just trying to punish him. Yeah, it drains away his mana. Oh man, he's punishing him. Oh, this is gonna be awesome when she just goes up. Wow, he only does that little bitty spot. Come on, mine. Oh no, her mana is overflowing. Oh man, she's also, because of her overwhelming power. This will get them on their side. This will be more than what Ferdinand anticipated. All in one go. Whoa! So much that it's overflowing. Oh, she hasn't even broken a sweat yet. But I bet that really scared her. Exactly. He trusts in the knights too much, but even they are corrupt. Exactly. Oh. Man, this is so touching. Exactly. Exactly. That's a good girl. Oh. Exactly. Exactly. She called for you in her head. You are linked. Exactly. Oh. Aww. Roots is such a good friend. Here we go! I can't wait to see this. Make her go sleepy. He's gonna find out. That was alcohol. He's gonna pry into your memories. Here we go. The original scene. I can't wait. Wait, so she's gonna be fully conscious of the head priest digging into her memories? Aha! Oh Lord.
行きたいところへ行けるってことですか？じゃあ私についてきてください。
This is a cool outside.
ここよここ。こここそが私の楽園。
なんだここは。
図書館です。
これは貴族院の図書館でもこれだけの本がない。
Yeah, this
こ
is
れは
just.
すべて本なのか。
Yep, there's just tons of books.
なるほど。このような場所で生きた記憶があったのであれば、神殿の図書室を見つけて
Yes, you're just obsessed with it, mine.
ここは
裏のちょっと裏の
何？
早く食べちゃって片付かないから
じゃあいらない。
She probably hasn't thought about her
あれが
mother in
君
so
の母
long.
親か。
はい。
もうせっかく裏の好きな
Oh,
の
this is such a tearjerker.
今本読んでるか
She was so consumed with
本は
reading.
読まない約束じゃなかった？
ら。もうちょっとで読み終わるから。お母さん。
自分で片付けといてよね。
もううるさいな。お母さん。私、お母さんに謝らなきゃ。
マイ、落ち着きなさい。
私、お母さんとちゃんとやり取りしてないんです。だから、待ってお母さん。待って待って。
感情を抑えなさい、マイ。
Oh,
お母さん、戻ってきて。行かないで。
これ以上は無理だ。
man, it really hurt her.
何をしている？
キューってさ、こうすると落ち着くんです。私、こういう夢を見てぐちゃぐちゃな気分の時は一人にキューってしてもらってて、私にはルッツや家族がいるけど、
Understand this to
新婚長
confirm.
にはしてくれる人がいないから。
いい加減にしなさい。
嫌です。キューしてください。
Oh,
落ち着きたいのは君ではないか。
oh,
ずっと思い出さないようにしていたんです。
oh,
思い出しても戻れないから。
exactly,
お母さんにもう一度会わせてもらって
exactly.
ありがとうございました。新館長。
Oh, he realizes how much of a heavy burden she bears.
で、結果はどうであった？本のことばかりだ。悪意も害意も全くない。そなたの杞憂であったということか。そうだ。だがマインには我々の知らない高度な文化を
Exactly.
記憶があった。しかも成人した女性としての記憶だ。何？どういうことだ？驚くのも無理はない。だが事実。
Exactly.
マインのあの記憶と知識をうまく使えば、莫大な利益をエーレンフェスティバルに
Exactly. She could propel society.
本当に本のことしか考えていないので、どのように役に立てるかは周囲の誘導が必要だ。あの娘を随分と気に入っているようだな。
Exactly. I'm surprised that he just came out and said it.
利用価値が高いだけだ。
なるほど。確かにあの魔力は強大だ。そういえば式講座のことだが少々面倒なことになってるぞ。
What?
母親が騒ぎ立て、方々に訴えているのであろう。こちらにも神殿長から苦情が来た。
どうするつもりだ？
So his parents don't want him to be punished.
マインを養女にしてくれないか。
Oh Lord,
あれ
why?
だけの魔力を持つマインの身は非常に危
Why
険。
though?
強力な後ろ盾がなければ、どのような扱いを受けるかわからん。
Oh.
マインの価値は計り知れない。よそに取られるわけにはいかぬ。早いところ貴族に
Oh
取り込んでお
man,
いた
her
方がいい。
family is not going to be happy.
うまい。母さんの料理はやっ
Oh,
ぱりう
she's
まいな。
gonna miss her
これ
cooking.
もともとマインが作った料理だよね。
ええ。
母さん、ごめんね。
なに急に。
ちゃんと言えなかったから。母さん、いつも美味しい料理を作ってくれてありがとう。
Oh.
父さん、
Now she's going to be really protective of her family.
おう。
トゥリ、
Oh,
いつもわがままを
she's not gonna let anyone adopt her and take her away from her family.
私、この家に生まれてきて
This episode was so emotional for multiple reasons, but before we get to those scenes, we are treated to a funny yet satisfying scene that leads off from last episode with Ferdinand punishing the green-haired jerk. Ferdinand basically says to the green-haired jerk, "Alright, you think you're so superior to mine? Then why don't you do the replenishing ceremony?" And the green-haired jerk's like, "What?" And Ferdinand's like, "Sure, show mine how it's done." And the green-haired jerk gets through like half of the prayer and he collapses because the whole replenishing ceremony, of course, zaps people's mana and basically replenishes the land. And it's like the guy basically gets the equivalent of maybe half of this room, and that's it. And it's like probably 300 yards more that needs to be filled up. And so Ferdinand's like, "See there? See, you all talk and no action." So then he gets mine to finish the prayer, and she does the prayer so well that not only in a matter of seconds does it fill up the entire crater, it also fills it up with like 2 feet of grass. Not just a normal lawn, but 2 feet. And she could have actually ended up filling it up even more, because as she was saying it, she began to get into like a trance. And you gotta imagine that as she's doing this sort of feels good because she's got such a wealth of mana that is probably the equivalent of a magical picking at your dead skin, your itching dead skin that you just want to get off. Then we get a conversation between Karstead and Mine, and Karstead basically asks Mine, "What do you want in return for all the trouble he caused you?" And Mine just simply says, "I want a new robe because all this trouble that y'all put me through has basically destroyed my robe. And also, please make sure that Demiel, you know, the good guard, does not get punished as severely. Like, he'll still get punished because she doesn't want to play favorites, but he'll get a slap on the wrist compared to Green-Haired Jerk." Next we come to my favorite scene of the entire episode, and the scene that gives this episode its name, Dreamlike World, where Ferdinand basically gives Mine the magic item that allows him to see her memories, including those of her past life that we saw in the very first scene of the very first episode. Now, immediately I was a little bit off with the scene. My thinking was that it was basically going to confirm that everything that we had been watching right now was what Ferdinand was seeing through Mine, with the whole synchronization, therefore making Ferdinand a viewer. But that's not what happened at all. Instead, Ferdinand just got like a snapshot of life in Japan, the libraries, and it was just so astonishing how much that the library just shocked Ferdinand. Like, we don't know what city in Japan that Ura or Una or Mine's previous name was from, but I'm just going to say Tokyo or one of the bigger cities. But you gotta think, that's just a normal library, or a library that people would consider normal. And he said that's more than the Noble Academy. Keep in mind, not the church, but the Noble Academy, the creme de la creme of education in that one library. more knowledge. So that just shows how much of a difference things are between, our world and their world. Then we get to the most emotional and sad scenes of the episode when Mind starts remembering her past life's mother, and the memory that she has is of her mother wanting her to stop reading at the table and just to have a normal sit down family gathering. And of course, Mind, she is like reading, and that's the only thing that consumes her so much that, she doesn't care about anything else. And we've seen Mind when she gets locked into reading. And this whole revisiting of this memory just sends Mind into a tailspin and basically breaks her connection to these memories, to the synchronization, because she's just so distraught with herself because she never got to tell her mom that she was sorry, her past life mom. And this will come in later in the episode. And when the connection is broken, Ferdinand's like, what have I done? I am such a terrible human being for putting this girl who's shown me nothing but kindness, has shown this nation nothing but kindness, in this sort of emotional turmoil. However, Mind being Mind, she finds a bright spot in this, and she thanks Ferdinand for basically helping her remember her mother, because she tried to block those memories out because she knew that she could never go back there again, which that's just incredibly depressing. And then she hugs Ferdinand, and Ferdinand's like, what are you doing? And she's like, hugging you because whenever I have a bad dream, hugs always make me feel better. And Ferdinand's like, at first, stop it. But then he hears the whole thing with like, thank you for helping me remember my mom again. And he eventually breaks down and hugs her. And it's like, you're the one that needs to be calmed down, not me. Mind and Ferdinand have an argument about using that item in the future, as Ferdinand just does not want to put Mind through that whole ordeal again, and he feels guilty for going there even in the first place, while Mind sees this as a sort of therapy that she can actually learn a lot more of her mother's dishes and be able to sort of still have a connection to her. We then get an interesting conversation between Karstead and Ferdinand, as Ferdinand tells Karstead everything he saw in Mind's memories, and that Mind is not a threat to the kingdom. In fact, she can advance the kingdom's technology and way of life tenfold. However, now that Ferdinand fully understands how valuable Mind is, he is concerned about harm coming to her. Therefore, he asks Karstead to adopt her. His thinking is that would keep her safe, and that would basically ensure her being on their side. Now, when he says this, he's basically meaning that there's an underground split in the church. Probably the conservatives, like the high priest, and the more open-minded nobles, like Karstead and Ferdinand. So you can sort of see that next season, if there's a next season, it's going to be more political, especially with Mind being stuck at the church. So Ferdinand, especially after everything that's happened with the Trom situation, he's starting to realize that, she needs protection. And if she gets adopted by a noble, she is technically no longer considered a commoner. She is considered a noble's daughter, thus adding an extra layer of protection and therefore giving her some extra level of respect. However, this business of Karstead potentially adopting Mind, I don't see working, because one, Mind's family is not going to have any of it, because that was the whole reason they let her become a priestess, was that she would stay with them, and not even that is fulfilled. Second, Mind's super attached to her family. Ferdinand should know this, because in this very episode, she got so distraught over the thought of her losing her past mother. How much more distraught would she be if they tore her away from her current family? There's no way Mind is going to go for this. Speaking to her current family, we cut to all of them having supper. This sort of parallels the whole dinner conversation that mine and her past mother were having in her memories. And Gutfer's like, this is good, honey. And mine's mom has to tell him, well, this is something mine came up with, which of course we know mine got this from her memories of her past mother and her past life. And mine sort of mumbles out, I'm sorry, Mom, that I never got to tell you. And then basically her current mom is like, what's all this? Is something wrong? And then mine just basically cheers up and basically thanks everybody for everything that they've done for her. And she basically plays it off like, well, I'm going to be stuck at the cathedral for a while, so I just want to show you how appreciated I am. And I'm so glad I was born into this family, which we know for a fact that's true, that she's gotten an emotional attachment to all her family members and that she really loves and cares for them, because we saw how visceral she attacked the high priest when the high priest tried to separate and hurt her family. All in all, this episode was a great roller coaster of emotions. It just brought me to sniffling and just really tugged at my heartstrings. I've got to give the writers credit on this episode. Just the way that they came in with all the music and just the visuals, and you really felt Mine's loss and her burden that she's had to carry throughout these 2 seasons. Let's say prayer. Dear Lord, I thank you for this day, and I thank you for everything that you give me, God. Lord, I pray that this video will get lots of views and lots of likes, and that lots of subscribers will come to my channel, Lord. Lord, I pray that you'll be watching over every one of my viewers, and that you'll keep them from the stresses of the outside world, Lord. And that this video will be just a congregating place where people can discuss the episode and have fun, Lord. Thank you for another day, and forgive me for all my sins. In Jesus I pray, amen. Also, if you have a prayer request, just a vague prayer request, comment it down below and I will pray for you. Wow, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. While you're at it, why not go to the left-hand corner and click on my previous Ascendance of a Bookworm video, or click down below to see the entire playlist, or click to the right on my avatar to subscribe.